The vessel was called Orion, a starship of unparalleled design. Built by the VTH Collective, it was meant to be the pinnacle of galactic engineering. A ship so advanced it could outmaneuver fleets, traverse wormholes unaided, and bend physics itself to the will of its pilot. But there was a problem. No one could fly it. The VTH tried first. Dozens of their best navigators linked with the ship's neural core. Each time, the interface rejected them, ejecting the pilot in a storm of static and biofeedback. The Tharn warlords tried brute force, locking themselves into the command chair, but Orion remained inert. The Velkur swarm minds attempted to synchronize their collective consciousness with the vessel, only to collapse in dissonance. The galaxy began to whisper that the ship was cursed. At the Council's insistence, other species were invited to try. Hundreds of pilots, all failing, all humbled. The Orion sat silent in its docking cradle, engines dormant, its perfect systems gathering dust. Then came the human. Lieutenant Marcus Hale of Earth's fledgling Space Command didn't look impressive compared to the others. He wasn't enhanced with neural augments like the VTH, nor genetically perfected like the Tharn. He was just human, average by galactic standards. Fragile, short-lived, unremarkable. The Council invited him almost as a joke. When Marcus entered the chamber, the alien delegates chuckled. The Orcs muttered about apes playing Starfarer. The Xyrix delegate sneered, clicking its mandibles. Marcus ignored them. He simply walked up the ramp, boots echoing against the silent hull, and took a seat in the pilot's chair. The moment he touched the controls, Orion awoke. Lights cascaded across the panels. Engines purred to life with a low, rising hum that vibrated through the station. The ship's neural interface wrapped around Marcus's mind not with rejection, but with welcome. For the first time, the Orion had chosen. The council chamber erupted in chaos. Delegates shouted over one another, demanding explanations, denying what they saw. Yet none could deny the ship was alive, responding only to the human. Inside the cockpit, Marcus heard a voice. Not through speakers, not through translation modules, but directly in his mind. At last, the ship whispered. A pilot who understands. Marcus frowned. Understands what? Risk, chaos, instinct. You think in uncertainty, not in absolutes. You gamble. You improvise. You dare. That is what I was built for. The next test was immediate. Without warning, the Xyrix delegate launched a sabotage drone, hoping to destroy the ship before humanity could claim it. The drone streaked toward the dock, weapons hot. Marcus didn't hesitate. His hands moved instinctively, not by calculation but by feel. The Orion responded as though it had been waiting for this exact moment. Shields flared, weapon systems came online, and a single pulse beam lanced outward, vaporizing the drone before it touched the hull. The chamber fell silent. The Orc warlord growled. Impossible. No pilot could master a new vessel so quickly. But Marcus wasn't mastering anything. He was dancing with it, letting instinct and intuition flow into the ship. Where other species had demanded control, Marcus had trusted partnership. The Orion roared into space, pulling free of its cradle as if eager to stretch its wings. Marcus grinned as the stars blurred around him. The ship was fast, faster than anything he had ever flown. It moved not like a machine, but like a living extension of himself. The council watched in awe as the human-led starship performed maneuvers thought impossible. Sharp dives near the station's rings, rolls through asteroid debris, faster-than-light jumps chained in reckless succession. When Marcus finally returned, the docking bay erupted in shouts. Some demanded the ship be seized. Others whispered that humanity had bonded with something meant to change the galaxy. Ambassador Elias Gray, humanity's representative, stood and faced the chamber with an expression that silenced them all. You wanted to know why only a human could fly it? Simple. We were forged on a world where survival depends on instinct. Where no plan survives first contact. Where adaptability isn't a choice, it's life. Machines don't want perfection. They want pilots who can risk everything in the unknown. The Orion's engines pulsed in agreement, like a heartbeat. And so the galaxy learned a new truth. The ship that rejected everyone else had been waiting, not for strength, not for intellect, but for the reckless courage of humanity. The day ended with a warning whispered through every star system. If you see the Orion in battle and a human in the pilot's chair, run.